This ain't entertainment. This is a move. This is prophecy with a pulse. A soundtrack for the remnant. We don't just make music. We speak fire from the corners of the city to the gates of the kingdom. From survival to revival, from chemo chairs to dry bones rising. Yorelis Radio ain't just about beats. It's about power. Power to heal. Power to rise. Power to remember who we really are. We're street bred, spirit led, anointed with the oil of war and peace. We don't fold. We don't flinch. We go gangster on fear. We go holy on sickness. We go full of flames for the people of Yah. So if you're tired of dead religion, if you're done with fake healing, if your soul been searching for the real sound of heaven, you just tapped in. This is Yorelis, and this is the sound of faith on fire.
My people, come close. I need you to hear my heart tonight. Not as a distant voice from the heavens, but as the one who bled, so that what belongs to you could never be taken away. But I am watching, and what I see breaks my heart. You are golden, you are chosen, you are the apple of Yah's eye, set apart before the foundations of the earth were even laid. And the enemy knows it, the world knows it. That is why they fought so hard to make you forget it. Don't let go of what was placed in you before you ever drew your first breath, your birthright. Hold on to it tight. Before the world was given a name, before the stars were hung in their frame, before the mountains stood in their place, Yah looked ahead and he saw your face. He called you out from among the nations, set a seal upon your generation, wrote your name inside the book of life, and said, this one is mine. But the enemy watched from the shadows below. He studied your value and he mapped out your soul. He said, if I can make them forget what they are, I can dim what was always a heaven-born star. So he opened his doors and he dressed up his traps. He wrapped them in pleasure and he covered his tracks. He fed what was flesh and he starved what was spirit. He whispered his lies, and my people, they heard it. Don't you know what you carry? Don't you feel what's inside? The blood of the covenant running deep, running wide. They fought to hide it, they lied to divide it. They despised the very thing that Yah placed his glory inside of. Birthright, hold on to it tight. You were chosen before the morning light. Don't trade your crown for one night of pleasure. You are Yah's most precious golden treasure. Your birthright, hold on to it tight. Yahushua bled to restore what's right. The world will lie, the world will fight, but you were born to carry the light. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on to it tight. When Shame came knocking, and he knew your name. When every old wound tried to speak the blame. When fear said, stay here and hide your flame. Yeah, I said, my child, you were made for my name. He lifted your chin from the dust of defeat, put strength in your spine and fire in your feet. The chains may rattle, but they will break, 'cause what y'all feel, no man can shake. So rise, beloved, remember the sound of a promise that death could never put down. You were not bought for the smallest of lies, you were set for the weight of a kingdom alive. Let the dark remember what it has lost, let the wounded learn what the blood has cost. You were not drifting, you were not forgotten, you were marked by the mercy that time cannot rot. So come back home to what was spoken. Come back bold, come back unbroken. If they called you less, then they were wrong. Yah has kept you all along. Your birthright, hold on to it tight. You were chosen before the morning light. Don't trade your crown for one night of pleasure. You are Yah's most precious golden treasure. Your birthright, hold on to it tight. Yahushua fled to restore what's right. The world will lie, the world will fight, but you were born to carry the light. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Woo. Hold on to it tight.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Oh, I tell you, it's just one of those days, I tell you. Shalom, shalom, Brother Dave, as well as Sister Cynthia, and as well as Brother Robert. I'm glad you brothers and sisters came in today. Oh, man, as soon as I get on here now, I get everybody want to start texting. All right. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm hoping you brothers and sisters are doing good this Sunday. Where am I at? Where am I at now? I'm in Mississippi now. Left Pennsylvania and came down to Mississippi. So I gotta watch my time. I'm in different time zones, and and it will throw you off. Well, it throws me off. And I have to sit back and think for a moment where I'm at. But I'm hoping that everything is all well with you brothers and sisters. Man, some brothers, we was having a conversation. One brother, he said this. Now, the scripture said the Most High, he's terrifying, and, he causes this and he causes that, and things of that nature, and so many words. He was saying that there was some evil. So, I had a reservation about that. I just had a reservation for it. Now, this brother, and I know where he got it from. Because when he kept on talking, I said, no, brother, I know the video you're talking about. Because it was a brother who was speaking about that. And so this is what I said to him. The Most High don't shy away from what the devil is doing. When it came to not Joseph, Job, the Most High allowed all of that to happen to Job, even losing his kids. And some people take that and they can run with it. I don't run with it. I stay with it. Because although, Sister Cynthia, let me tell you something. Mississippi is hot here. And I see why they be. Let me tell you, I'm gonna step away just for a moment, because when she said this, it's hot down here, she's not, sister, Sister Cynthia, I see why they blast the AC. I do. Now, don't get me wrong, man. I get kind of cold with that AC. I got to turn that thing down. But I understand, because the moment you step outside, it's a whole nother world. It is. And sister, you're right. It is hot. It's hot. I just wanted to make a comment on that. But going back, brothers, the Most High allowed it. But now the Most High did put a stipulation against Satan towards Job. He said, he kept coming back and forth to the Most High, saying this and saying that. And the Most High said, all right, do what you go do. He said, but you better not take his life. You can call him, he can get, strike him with sickness, but you better not take his life. The things that he owns, it's in your hands. And some people take that and they run with. Why would the Most High let him, kill his kids? His life. And some people, they run with it. Some say, no, that wasn't right, and things of that nature. And from a standpoint, if you're looking in, you're like, man, that's rough. But the Most High is who he is. He's life. There was a lot of hurt. Well, I'm gonna let you say 10 different types of hurt. We're talking about 10 kids. This is what Job went through. Then sickness. He was broke. His funds was gone. And then on top of that, sickness. If you want to talk about feeling lonely, and then you had some friends that was coming over saying it because they didn't understand what was going on, looking upside your head, you must have did something. And this is one thing that we all can relate to. When things are not going in the way we are not accustomed to. You may be a brother who had all the good jobs and you maintain your family, and then one moment you walk up on some hard times. You will have some individuals that's going to come to you and they're going to look upside your head. You did something. You just don't lose all this, but they're not looking at what the Most High is doing. They don't want to take it in a spiritual way to say, hey, this may be a test. You will have those spiritual ones who can look upon you and they can determine, no, man, it ain't nothing you done. You just right dab in the middle of flames. You've been purified. You got something that the Most High want out of you, and you've been disciplined. You got to go through those flames. You got to stay in the flame to come out victorious. Those are it's the spiritual ones who's going to see that, who's going to understand that, who's going to speak up on it. The ones who don't, please, everything will be fleshly. Everything is going to be based upon the flesh when you're dealing with individuals who's coming up on you trying to make an understanding or give an understanding about what's going on with you in your life, because they are accustomed to seeing you live in a particular lifestyle. They are accustomed to seeing you stepping out. When you step outside, they like, this man, he's clean all the time. Him and his whole family. Always keep a decent car. Always had a nice house. Always kept his family together. These are some things that brothers and sisters are going through right as we speak. But for the ones that are not spiritually inclined, they're going to see the fleshly side of it. Period. But then that's when the individual will have to stay spiritually steady. Because with this awakening, brothers and sisters, we're getting hit in so many different directions. Period. The Most High said he is not the author of confusion. And we got to hold on to that. You have individuals, and that's a known fact. Individuals went into the scriptures and changing words, ripping out pages. And truthfully, and when you really start getting into the apocryphers, brother, please, you start to understand why the church, and I say church because it was one, truthfully, that did it and made a determination on your book. Oh, this don't need to be in the Bible. Now, that went on for hundreds of years until this awakening. And who started dibbling and dabbling in the apocryphers? It was the Most High's people when he started to wake up. All they said is one word: rise. Rise. Sister Cynthia, you're right. All over the place. And I mean, yeah, I see why they took it out. At least from what I've been reading. Yes, that's something they should have took out. That's something they should have took out. Because not only in the apocryphers, even the scriptures was talking about men coming in with their own writings and everything. And let me tell you something, brothers. Jehovah's Witnesses are hell-bent on their books. They will throw scriptures and everything in it. They will throw scriptures and everything in their books to make like, hey, my book is justified. But that's that lacing over lies. There's one, I forgot what book it was in. I believe there's a book that they have. It's called the Book of Revelation. It's a red book. And you think I'm joking, you're going to look it up. In this book of Revelation, I'm not talking in the Bible, in their book, it's called, this book that they publish, it's called the Book of Revelation. It's not the Bible. It's a book, but it's based on Revelation. It's a red book. So in that book, they were saying the rising of the bones was them. The dry bones was them. They attributed that scripture, that prophecy to them because a few of those Gentile men went to prison for 30 days. 30 days. They went to prison because Christendom came and attacked them. They took what Christendom and they came out and attacked them, saying they didn't have no, authority to be saying this about them. So they had them put in jail. And so what happened? They stayed in jail. But then they came out and they said the court said this and said this and said that. So they was released. They took their release from prison as the dry bones. If you think I'm joking, look it up in their book. Look it up. You're talking about spiritual steady brothers. Because now, don't get me wrong now. They believe that Israel is done away with. They believe that the laws are done away. Anything that has to do with the laws, Israel, and the law, the food, the dietary come up under the laws. But anything that has to do with Israel, the Old Testament, which what they call the Old Testament, and the laws, all of that is done away with. So now, but yet and still, they go back into Jeremiah and all these other scriptures saying that, hey, these prophecies were fulfilled by us. Now, how they get to that understanding and what, the Most High said he's going to give them a delusion. Good night. I just don't want to be that deluged in delusion. I mean, it runs deep. It's running very deep. They did, Brother Robert. They did. They took everything that they, bruh, everything. Not just one, not two, not three. We talking about, and it ain't just Christendom either now. It's just not Christendom. We talking about Islam. What? They say that what's his name? Ishmael was Muslim. That boy was a teenager when he was sent away from his father. In the scripture, you didn't see anything about no Muslim, even when he got grown. So, I mean, hey, but this is their reasoning. This is their reasoning. Now, as to going forward from the time that he left his father, because him and Isaac came back to bury their father when Abraham died. They came back to bury him. So, but when it comes to them or their belief, they pray facing the east. Where do you think they got all that from? Our book, all religions looked at it and took whatever they want to take out of it and broke off, saying this, saying that. But when you go back and you look at it, brothers, all of it's going to lead back to who? Who that book was given to, those laws. The Most High did not speak to the world. He spoke to his people, Israel. That's who he spoke to. But wait a minute. Let me tell you something, Brother Robert. They fought, but to a degree now. To a degree, it did happen because we forgot who we were. Shalom, Ali and Mom. Shalom. Glad you came in. That's what he did. He allowed it. But it's really to show his power when it was all over said and done. Yeah, my people will be the least of. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Brother Robert, do you hear me? Because, man, this thing just popped off and things of that nature. Do you hear me? Yeah, I'm all right, Sister Cynthia. Yeah. I don't know. It just popped off. Okay. I don't know. I tell you. All righty. I'm glad you did. All right. The system popped off, and I had to reload and everything. Okay. Shoes, I forgot where I was at. When I looked up, my screen just went blank. I kid you not. Okay. But moving on. We lost it. We lost it. We did. But the Most High said, hey, these are going to be the least of my people. Y'all going to trample them. And all, yeah, they did. They more than did. They still is. They trampling us. That brother Nolan, was it Nolan Wells? These people, they're doing some hideous. Brother Robert, did I not say this? Brother Dave, these people have renewed their hatred. That's what they did in doing. This is a very dangerous time for us. Very dangerous. But at the same time, you can have all the scriptures in the world that will point back to you. And on top of that, we're talking about their actions towards you, towards us. And they still will not see a scriptural tie-in at all. They will not see a scriptural tie-in to their actions towards you, to why they hate you. Now, with that brother Nolan, Brother Nolan just looking at some clips, they talking about the brother throat, his neck and all that. That stuff was gone, taken out. Come on now. That's some hideous stuff. Demonic. All right, I understand what you're saying, Brother Robert. I do. But with all of this that's going on, we got to stay spiritual steady. And at the same time, you got to be on P's and Q's. If you want to talk about a separation, brothers and sisters, before the Most High do anything, you got to do it yourself. You really have to separate yourself now. You got to watch your back. Because it takes a type of mindset for people that knows what they did and to try to clean it up instead of saying, you know what, I did wrong. They ain't gonna do that. They're not trying to see the rough end of judgment. And truthfully, I'm going again, Sister Cynthia. It look like I'm still up. Let me see. Do anybody else hear me? Man, don't sit there and tell me I'm going out. Good night. Let me see. Let me do it this way. Let me type some in the comment because it seems like I may not be on. You can hear me now, Sister Cynthia? Shalom, Sister Melody. All right, brother. Are you? I'm good. All right, cool. Well, brother, let me tell y'all something. This is going to happen. It's going to get to a point. This is a time where we're not trying to take for granted any opportunity of mingling with brothers and sisters. That's what we're not trying to do. We're not even trying to take it for granted because we understand the system. Amen. We understand the system. We know what can come in and what can go out. And they starting to see it too. They starting to see it. They starting to understand it. The world is, and let's not misunderstand this, brothers and sisters. You think the world is not seeing what's going on in this little small place we call Babylon? You think the world not seeing this? They seeing it, and they sitting back. They're looking at, man, these people over here, they doing some things. What? You got countries that's looking back, sitting back, and saying, these are the people. These people are the Most High's people. Yeah, thousands of years went by. And if you want to talk about people that's going to hold on to some thousands of years, you need to go to the place they called the Middle East. Now, how they get the middle in East, I don't know. But the powers that be thinking that sounds so professional to call it the Middle East. Ain't nothing mid about it. But hey, I digress. But anyway, moving on. The world is seeing this stuff. And for those that sitting in power, that's looking back, for the countries that's sitting up here saying, hey, and just what in 1950, the president of Egypt at that time said, hey, how is it that those people, Israel, left out black, but you came back white? And he said, we can't deal with you. You don't get white and you will bring in black. It don't work that way. Now you can get black and you come up with albino white or whatever situation you want to call it. That's what you can get. But even the world had to stand back and say, hey, we ain't gonna fall for this. Now, what makes you think, brothers and sisters, that they're not looking back at this stuff? They know exactly who you are. And now, don't get me wrong, I had a conversation with some Arab people. They know exactly who you are. And then, they still, but you're serving an unclean food to the Most High's people. They got accustomed to making money and truthfully walking all over sin. That's what they do. That's what they're doing. Now, some with this agitation of what's going on, there's these reports of wars and wars. It's getting heated across the board. Now, and it's just kind of, and it's not funny, brothers, but to look at who they're fighting. Iran is the last of the countries that the United States wanted to conquer. It's the last, and they've been on that list. You're talking about the early 2000s. This is the last one. And this last one they finding it difficult to do. This is what they're finding. They're finding it difficult to conquer this particular country. And then on top of that, Matthew chapter 24. It's right in front of our faces. Their renewed hatred has taken place. All of this stuff. Me, myself, I lean towards this. I seriously believe that the Great Tribulation is already in effect. I do believe it's in effect. Because it's like the world is preaching against itself. And I'm going to use TV shows to prove it. Well, yeah, TV shows, yeah. You're not going to see too many shows. Well, now you're seeing more TV shows and movies talking about zombies. People who dead but not dead. And it's gruesome. You're seeing a lot of that now. You're seeing it. You're right, Brother Robert. Iran, They're not gonna lay down. No, they ain't. They're not even trying to have that. Now, brother, when I went to Tanzania about a month ago, matter of fact, I gotta get myself together to go back. When I went there, brothers, let me tell you something. When I traveled back to Tanzania, they told me I had to go through France. And then I'm checking the flights and all that stuff, and I'm looking at, wait a minute, they're gonna be flying over Hormuz and all that. I'm like, man, I mean, shoot, I'm thinking about myself. I don't want to get shot down 35,000 feet in the air. But that's they flying right over it. But let me tell you, brother, something. You talking about rolling in money? I went through France. It ain't all that. It's just expensive. That's all it is. But now when I went through Iman or whatever you want to call the country, that plane landed, went through that airport, man, please. They had that place laid out. The security guards, they had them dressed to a T. When you want to talk about clean, man, good night. Yeah, I can see why they're not trying to lay it down. It's like they're saying you're not going to mess my groove up. And this is what they're fighting for. Sister Melody. People simply refuse to use. Let me tell you something, Sister Melody, on common sense. Common sense is not common any longer. The devil is just like, he just took ownership of common sense and stuck it in a dungeon. That's what it seems like. You can reason all day long. They're not open up for no reasoning at all. And I mean, that's scriptural. That's scriptural. And people are doing it. And knowing that. Let me tell you something. We produce some of everything. Now with this heat, Sister Melody, I never seen white people be so red. I'm thinking they got into an argument or something. No, that's their sun. I mean, whoo-wee. And then they said, in the European lands, 20,000 has died thus far from heat-related incidents. 20,000. Oh, is that Brother Earl? I mean, I believe with our shoes. Yeah, I believe judgment is just floating around. I mean, it's just floating around. But all whatever judgment is floating around, brothers and sisters, being spiritually steady. We got to maintain it. We got to maintain it. Now, we can sit up and read the story about Esau and what he sold his birthright for. We're living right at his moment. We're living right now in his moment. We can look upside his head, man. He sold his birthright for a bowl of soup, red soup or whatever. And now here we are. Here we are. Having in our veins a blood right of a covenant with the Most High. And yet and still, you have some are tied into entertainment. I don't care how you look at it, brothers and sisters. When it's all over said and done, entertainment is going to be it's going to be that one. And I'm talking about from political to movies to music. It's going to be the downfall for some brothers and sisters. Or if any of you just said not, even if you had to add into just living, we'll add that too. Political, movies, music, and being complacent with the lifestyle that you have, that you thinking is a good life. The one that you're fooling yourself. Although you may hear about all the hatred, all the nonsense that these people have done to Yah's people, and you're thinking, oh, that just happened to them. Not thinking about us or we. Yeah, those are the most dangerous position to be in. The most dangerous position to be maintaining. Just because you may have let's just say hypothetically speaking, your house is paid for and you have a nice house, it's paid for. You're still paying taxes on it. I don't care if you are retired. If that money is not well managed, it's going to get up out of here. It's going to dip in and dip out. You're going to run up on some hard times. The Most High did not send us into captivity to get comfortable. Not using common sense, like what you just said, Sister Melody. The Most High, hey, if I bless you with a house, I still want you to maintain common sense. This world don't like you. There's an intense hatred against you. But if you think you're a special Negro, or you may be that house Negro, Most High wants to say, you're fooling yourself. In order to save you, the Most High gonna have to cut your feet, your legs. No, the Most High will have to pull the rug from up under you in order for you to let you know who you are. He do not want you or us to thinking that, hey, you got it made. You got a good job. That's captivity. You got a car. That's still, oh man, please. That's double captivity. Because if you have a car note, a mortgage, 90% of us want to have a car note, mortgage, or whatever the situation may be. And then you got to eat. You got a dependency upon a system that you got to go take your money from your job, a portion of that to pay for you and your family to eat. When that system that some individuals are complacent with can flip on you within a dime. And I seriously believe that time is about to happen soon. You're right, Brother Earl. The Most High is about to make it way uncomfortable. This is where your spiritual steadiness is going to have to reign supreme. It's going to have to be the first and foremost thing that you think about. What you think you got, what you think that you have, is going to be taken away from. And now this is the thing now. The whole world is going to be on the same plateau. The only thing that's going to be different from it is you, Israel. You've been going through hardship all your life. That's the blessing. Nothing never ever came easy for you. The Most High do not want us to get complacent with the world, to whom he said, if you are friends with the world, you go die with it. Whose world is this? Whose system is this? And if you're finding yourself to being complacent with Satan's system, you're going to get taken out right along with his system. He represents darkness. When the Most High is saying to his people, you're nothing but light. You have life in front of you. You choose life, you keep living. But if you keep on looking over that fence, thinking that they got it made, you're hamming yourself up. Brother Earl, that getting out and you're understanding a system with their when the Most High give you knowledge, and I'm talking about each and every last one of us, and we're seeing this is what's going on. This is what these people are trying to do. Well, ain't no such thing as trying to do. They're going to do it. They understand what's happening, scripturally speaking. They know what's happening. They know if we do not put this in order, if we do not do this here, they're going to take us out. This is what they know. Now, to all of these companies and things, brothers and sisters, please. The ones that say they have power to move here, to do that and do that. Let me just step back a little bit. When I was living in Chicago, I lived on this area, Central Avenue and North Avenue. And then I moved away from it and things. And so I was riding through the neighborhood. I had to go do a site, and I was passing by. Now, the day before, because it was like 2 days in that area, I rolled through and I seen this store. And I always knew the store. And people, going in and out, buying and everything. And it's a black neighborhood. But the next day, I went through there again. Brothers, the store was gone. The store was there, but everything that was in it, gone overnight. It was so much of a shock. Today, put it on the news. And guess who was out there complaining about all what they did was wrong and everything? Guess who was the first? Our people. Our people. Now, this is what I'm saying, Brother Earl. This is what I'm saying. And I say this to all of us. You're going to be the first to get hit. Hold on to that particular knowledge. If you know for a fact you will be the first, brothers, you will be the first one to get hemmed up. You will be the first one. If anything had to get started, it's going to start with us in our neighborhoods. You have that knowledge that's coming from the Most High. You have that knowledge which is coming from the Most High. Do not get linked up with all of the distractions in this world. Put yourself in a position, brothers, sisters. Put yourself in a position, because you know exactly what their position is and who it is going to be against. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you're going to feed the world. But when you start putting yourself in that position, and you may be that one who may be feeding that neighborhood, don't let them. I don't believe in cutting the Most High's hands off, brothers. I don't. And if you are that brother or sister that the Most High, when you look at that stuff and you say, you know what, let me get out here and start planting some seeds or whatever. These people here, they're about to go down a road I'm not even trying to entertain myself with. And you take it upon yourself in your backyard. You start planting any and everything that you possibly can plant. You're not scared, and you don't move in fear. You just move the way you needed to move. Boom, you care for how you care for it. And you started to grow stuff. Now let's just say, all right, they decided to go ahead and push that button. You go into one of these major grocery stores or department stores, ain't nothing in there. And I'm gonna tell you something, brothers. The devil is, when I say low down. Now, if he did it to Yahushua, what makes you think he ain't gonna do it to you? And what did he do to Yahushua? Please. Yahushua was led by the Spirit, and he went into the wilderness all by himself. 40 days, 40 days, 40 nights. He didn't eat nothing. First week, just meditating on the Most High. Second week, meditating on the Most High. Third, kept on going. The fourth week, in the end of that fourth week, he just kept on. Fifth week, kept it moving. Oh, then he got hungry. He got hungry. He got hungry. He felt hungry. Now, out of all that time that he was in the wilderness, why didn't the devil come upon him? Why didn't he tempt him? Because he had too much energy at that particular time. He had way too much. He knew exactly who he was dealing with. Hashatan knew exactly who he was dealing with. I gotta let him get, I gotta get him at a vulnerable position where he's concentrating on trying to get some food in his belly. That's when I need to move. And did he not move on him? When he's heard the stomach of Yahushua's stomach growling, oh, you hungry? Man, tell these rocks to become food. Some bread. Get you some bread. Man, please. Did not the Most High make you flesh and blood and food to eat? Brothers, he did it to Yahushua, and he used his belly. He tried to make his belly a god. That's what he tried to do. But at the same time, hey, Yahushua came back. Scripturally, he laid down the laws, the rules, the worship of the Most High. That's what he did. So that shot down the devil, shot him down. So now he had to appeal to something else. Now he's trying to, now all of this is going on now, brothers and sisters. He was not trying to appeal to the spiritual side of Yahushua. He was appealing to the fleshly side, or at least trying to make him fleshly. Although being in the flesh, he tried to get him to emphasize more on that flesh, just like he did to Adam and Eve. He tried to take whatever he was taking or giving out and get it woven into his fleshly side, where he would dismiss the spirit. That's all the devil was trying to do. Now, let's just take it. When he took Yahushua and showed him all the kingdoms of the world, he said, I give all of this to you if you fall down and do an act of worship to me. Oh, brothers, let's fall back on that. He showed him what? He showed him the political side of his system. He showed him the entertainment side of the system, of his system, and everything that's in his system. He said, I will give all this to you. He's doing the same thing he offered Yahushua. And the only thing, he's getting our people hemmed up. But Yahushua maintained his spiritual side. He kept his spiritual first and foremost. That's what he did. Now, Yahushua, he set the example. That's what he did. He set the example. Your stomach is not a god. Oh, but the devil, what did he do? Brothers, when I say that, when Yahushua was saying, hey, do not be overeating and heavy drinking, he knew exactly what the devil was going to use against his people. Now, it sounds small. Truthfully, when we were asleep, yeah, that scripture was small. But when the Most High woke us up, that little small scripture packs a punch, because now we starting to understand it. We starting to see it a whole lot more. And we understand, hey, This is what the devil uses. He uses food and entertainment to keep us delusional. Then when on top of the delusional, then you're talking about getting sick because of what? The world is so twisted and so demonic. They manipulated the seeds. Once they manipulated the seeds, what else did they do? They brought in some chemicals. Hey, we can make this taste like a burger. All we got to do is add this particular chemical to it. Oh, it tastes just like a burger. And this is what Satan's system is doing right as we speak. Lab grown, I ain't gonna say lab grown. How can I say it? Let's just say lab grown meat. And everything they got else to go with it. Brothers and sisters, when you go in the department store and you see all these different types of cookies and everything, and then you compare that, at least the taste, to 20, well, that's 30 years ago. No, there's a big change in it. Sugar tops dog. Sugar is top dog. But they understand one thing about sugar. If you really want to take a people out, add sugar. Shalom, shalom, according to Yah 7. That's what I'm talking about, Sister Cynthia. They printing meat out. Now, on that printing the meat out, brothers, they add blood to that. Now, this is what they said now. They said adding the blood adds flavor. This is what I see now. It adds flavor. If you want to talk about the end time, brothers, they're not holding nothing back. And for the world, when they get hungry, what do you think the world is going to do? They are accustomed to eating. They are accustomed to pulling up to a restaurant, sit down and have a dinner. They ain't worried about how much salt and sugar they putting in it. It's upon you. That's your responsibility. The world got people where they want them. That's what I'm saying. I tell you, brothers, according to Yah 7, I saw a video last night for people painting fish. Brother, please. But according to Yah 7, the Most High said all these things are going to happen. He said, whatever they're doing in the darkness shall come to the light. And guess what? This thing we call computer, laptop, and all that cell phone, that's that light. Because 9 times out of 10, this is where we're going to see it at. This is where you want to hear truth at. This is where you want to see the dark stuff at. And this is where we're seeing it. This ain't built upon just gossip. You go in there, look at it. Oh, wait. I mean, some brothers and sisters, they can look at the video and say, oh, no, that's AI. AI built. Some say, no, that right there is real. But this is where we are standing. This is the time in which we're seeing, understanding, and we know how to move with it. Now, like I said, I got to go back to this here. If we have if we got it, we need to stop that nonsense. We have the information, brothers, of what they're doing and what they're posing to do. We should take that into consideration. Put ourselves in the position. If you are in Babylon and you say, you know what, I'm about to ride this on out. The Most High said, get out of her. You know what? I got to start somewhere. I got to start somewhere. And for you brothers and sisters, if it got to start with you just taking one seed, trust and believe. Trust and believe this, brothers. Do not cut the Most High hands off. You start with a seed, and you caring for that. The Most High is going to bless that. He knows exactly what this wicked system is about to do. You're not going to go hungry. And more importantly, your belly is not a god. Don't make it out to be a god. It's not a god. Don't get me wrong. And for our brothers and sisters that are still asleep, let's just say this, brothers, they're about to have a rude awakening. They're gonna be awakened, all right, but it's gonna be rude. It's going to be a rude awakening. It's going to be loving, but it's going to be rude. It's going to be rude because one, and this is no disrespect to my sisters, I did a song on their beauty and things of that nature. And yes, but for those that are still sleeping and think their beauty is need to be all over the internet, they're gonna get up. They're gonna walk into a very rude awakening. That's what, us brothers. You're gonna find out your beauty don't mean diddly squat, because when the devil realizes what's really happening and starting to see the judgment come down, what do you think he's gonna do? You think he could be still having time to maneuver you? No, he's looking for some shelter. He got to leave you alone because he got you where he wants you at anyway. The devil is lewd in the desires of the world. Brothers and sisters, that stuff is fading. People are starting to see judgment more and more. When you start to see judgment, you start to understand judgment, you start to make some change. At least you hope that people do. In order for the people to see who Israel is, this world has to go through some major disruption off the top. If you don't think that this world is not going to see it, you might hang that line of thought up. It's going to happen. But the Most High said he does nothing until he has let his people know. And you want to know, brothers, what? Who's that? According to Yah 7, he said they've seen them paint some fish. That's knowledge, brothers. Who paint fish? The only person that I can sit down and eat a fish, trust and believe, it had to be Yah made. But when man got his hand in it, man, please, you let him eat it. You let him eat it. But they would eat it and they say, "Oh, it's good. It's good. Trust me, it is okay to eat." Brothers and sisters, this system is not built upon any type of trust. Anything that has the devil hands maneuvered in it is unworthy. According to Yah 7, sad fact. And now that the Israelis and the United States military have merged, people will not know what's happening with they see the American. Let me tell you something, brother. According to Yah 7, when I heard about that, and I started, listening to different brothers. Let me tell you something now. Let me tell you what these brothers did now. And I'm talking about four different channels. These brothers were saying, "Hey, that's that little horn." You really, brothers, when I say the Most High talk to his people, he talks to his people. AI, and brothers and sisters, let me tell you something on AI. AI is not Torah. It's not Torah. We don't place faith in that. You know, going in and getting information and things, but you go do your own research, fine. But it is not Torah. It's not replacing the apocryphers, the Bible. I don't care where that thing came from. And I don't care. They can sit up here and give all praises to you and what you're doing and to the Most High. Man got his hands in it. Never forget that. Man has his hands in it. Don't get me wrong. I use AI. But brothers, when I tell you that stuff be saying some stuff, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. And one time I asked this thing, I said, are you a Christian now with a conscience? The thing started getting on my nerve. You know, and they had the audacity to reply and give me an answer, no, I'm not a Christian. You know, but the Most High said these things. What's going to happen? An abundance of knowledge. What's been done in the dark shall come to the light. And brother, we send all of this stuff. Not just the hatred. We send the hatred. We send the abundance of knowledge. We send all of these things. And at the same time, we still seeing judgment. This is what we're seeing. This is what we are witnessing. But this great tribulation that that we are in, brothers, this great tribulation is not for Israel. It's not for Judah. It's not for Judah, but it's going to serve a purpose for the remainder of Judah who still sleep. Because that's going to be that wake up. That's going to be that rude awakening. The Most High knew exactly what he was doing. He knew it. He had to wake up Brother Dave, Brother Earl. According to Yah 7, I need to wake these people up first. I need to wake these people up first. They will see, understand my word. It's going to be lonely, but they're going to understand it. Hey, it's going to be lonely. They're going to continue with it. It's going to be lonely. Hey, eventually, their families are going to feel what he or she been saying for all of this time since this awakening started. This is where we're at. Israel won't back all soldiers to come. Okay. Let me say, Brother Earl, let me tell you something. Israel, let me tell you something. I mean, like, Negro, please. And don't get me wrong, Brother Earl. You got some of our people still out there saying, "No, I'm not African. I'm an American." Brother, please. See, that person, he has not had that rude awakening yet. He has not had that rude awakening yet. He's still in a delusion. He's still in that delusion. The Most High knows this. And it was, who was that? It was Sister Kathy. She said it. And not only Sister Kathy said this, Solomon said it. He said it to the Most High, though. He said, who is able to govern these difficult people? That's what he was like. Wait a minute, I know I'm up. I know I'm gonna be king, but good night. These Negroes here. This is what Solomon was saying. And he begged the Most High for wisdom to deal with a difficult people. Brothers, this is just a question. Do you not see in our people being difficult? And especially for you brothers and sisters that are woke. Do you not, when you talk to your family, do you not see a difficult people. Please don't let me talk. I can get inside my family. You're this man has lost his mind. I know for a fact my family just downright, whoo-wee, good night, difficult. Oh, and brothers, ain't nothing changed about us, even within captivity. But his love for his people, his love for his people. Wait a minute. Oh, hey, you know what? Shalom, sister Claudette and Yah Saint. Brother, I was just thinking about you today, brother. I kid you not. I said, man, how's brother Yah Saint doing? I ain't seen that. I ain't heard from this brother in a moment. And I kid you not, brother. I was just thinking about you today, bro. I'm glad you came in. Yeah, I can't see it. Truthfully. I mean, I don't know. It seems like once, because there was another sister. She was saying the same thing, that she got pushed out. It's like she can't get back in. And they just make this stuff so difficult to a point. I'm like thinking about just going back to just regular YouTube instead of going through StreamYard. YouTube is not the issue. It was StreamYard that's the issue. And I think that's what I may have to do and things, but I mean, I had to play with that to see it. According to Yah 7, and it's just not you. It's just not you. This is going to be to all of us, because Hashatan knew he couldn't stop your awakening. He couldn't stop Yah Saint. He couldn't stop Brother Earl. Couldn't stop Brother Robert. He knew. Oh no, I can't. He couldn't stop that. The other ones he knew. I got them. They still stuck in religion. But he knew he couldn't stop you all. He couldn't. It was too much light in you all for him to. He can't dim nothing. And so now, according to Yah 7, when you speak to your family, and this is to each and every last one of us, you want to get a measure of hate in your conversation. Not you speaking it, but there's going to be some hate in it. When you say the Most High or Yahuwah or Yah, brothers, please, you think I'm joking? Mention Yahusha, mention Yahuwah, the Most High. They go look at their facial expression. They're gonna have that measure of hate in them. That hate, brothers and sisters, that's the devil. When you get into a conversation and the conversation is going left, that's the devil. That's the hate. And this is the reason why we have issues. And at the family, it's the blockage of the devil we having issues with. That's who you want to have issues with. It's not the family going to do what the family going to do. The Most High know exactly who's blocking who. And he's blocking you from your family. Sister Paggy, shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm glad you came in, sis. You know what, Brother Earl, I'm going to say this. And like I said, the Most High already stated this. He has a desire for his people to live. He does not entertain death or destruction. He said he's full of love. Now, let's just fall back on this here. Let's go back to Yahusha. This is the reason why I say what I'm saying. Let's go back to Yahusha. What did he do once he woke up? Now, mind you now, yeah, he went through the same thing we went through now. He had to come through an awakening. When did his awakening? At his baptism. He went out to John. Boom, everything came back to him. He knew exactly who he was. And that's when the Holy Spirit hovered over him. All right. Boom. What did he do? He seen his people. He felt sorry for his people. He seen how his people was living. He seen that they were sick. And he went out and what did he do? He did not go out there looking for the rich. He did not go out there looking for the healthy. He went out to the ones who was trodden down, the poor, the sinful. They knew they were sinful, but they felt that I'm just in a bad situation and I know I can't get myself out. Then he shows up. You talking about laying hands and healing people, feeding people, teaching people. This is what he did. Now, but when it came to the scribes and the Pharisees, oh man, please. He was letting them know exactly how he felt about them. Call them vipers and everything. You walk around here, man, you're looking for a show, just like you look at preachers right down to this very day. They're looking for a show. They want to walk, and during Yahushua's time, they want to walk down the street and they want a fanfare. Boy, all they need is with a theme song to come out, like a Shaft. Shaft had a theme song. That's when they walking down the street, that's the music they playing. They want everybody to see them. Yahushua seen exactly how they was getting down, but he was looking at them. Oh, you worrying about your own flesh. You ain't worrying about these sick ones that's off in the village, that's deep into the village. But that's where Yahushua went to. Okay, brother. Man, I don't know, brother. I gotta figure that out, brother. Like I said, I was thinking about you, brother, and things. I'm going to have to play with that. I'm serious. I'm going to have to play with it. Let me see. How can I do this? Yeah, Saint. Man, I don't know, because Sister, who was that? Sister Cynthia? Hold on. Let me look at something. Oh, Sister Cynthia, I think that hold on. What? Sister Padilla. I don't know. I'm getting emails from this sister and things. I don't know if she got my email because I sent her. She sent me some information. I sent it back to. No, it didn't go through. Daggone, I don't know what's going on, but I'm able to get emails from that sister. I mean, we got to figure something out, brother. Yeah, I saying. I'm gonna have to figure something out. But shucks. Well, we'll figure it out somehow. But brothers and sisters, this is what Yahushua did. He came down and he truthfully, not only did he preach, his action showed who the Most High is. That's what he was doing. Came down there, he was feeding them, he was healing them. He said, look here, don't sin no more. He'll heal them and, don't sin no more. Raising them from the dead. This is what he did. So, brothers, what I'm saying is this. If we look at Yahushua, what makes you think that the Most High is going to leave his people? Now, granted, he's going to take his people and they're going into the wilderness. So now, you're talking about a wilderness away from the devil. Away from the devil. Now, that's when free will is going to show itself. How you really getting down? Who you really love? Because we all are going to be put in the position You can't blame it on the devil. Don't get me wrong, because the devil, yeah, he maneuvered a whole lot of situation upon our people, put all of us in compromising positions. You talking about, bruh, please. This is what the devil has done. But the Most High, he's going to remove all of this thing from the devil. He knows what the devil has done. And this is the reason why I say what I'm saying, Brother Earl. There's going to be a rude awakening, and trust and believe, brothers, it's already started. It's called the Great Tribulation. It's called the Great Tribulation. These people, now, brother, you go into some of these grocery stores, truthfully, pay attention. Pay attention when you're in the stores. I'm going to tell you what they did. And the only reason I know this, brother, because I'm working in these stores, putting electronics. Their shelves are a whole lot smaller than they used to be. A lot smaller. And I know that right there is going to escape. You know, a lot of people is not going to notice that. It is meant not to be noticed. Yeah, I know that, brother. Oh, you know what? Let me see. How can I do this? I'm gonna figure something out before this. Before I close out, brother. I'm gonna figure something out before I close out, and then we're gonna be able to roll that way, and things. But the Most High knows exactly what he's doing. He knows what he needs to do with his people. I'm down here in Mississippi. I know when I'm in the black neighborhood. I know when I was in Philadelphia. Now that was kind of tricky. In certain cities, that is, because I was seeing now, Sister Cynthia, that is exactly what's happening. No, but this is what they're doing, Sister Cynthia. It's not that it's not enough, but for their shelf, they put enough there. That's how they broke down on it, brothers. I kid you not, this is what's happening. You go in there, you're looking at peanut butter compared to, let's go back 2 years ago, because they started implementing this like two years ago. And they started breaking those shelves down. Those shelves used to be at least 20, they were like 20 some inches long. No, they ain't nowhere close to no 20 some inches. Nah. And then they're doing it in all the stores. They already broke the food down, brothers and sisters. You just don't know it. It has not appeared to seem that they, you know, there's a they're bringing on a shortage. The old shelves was long. They was long. They are not like that no more. They're not like that any longer. They know exactly what they're doing. And brothers, it's a lot of things that's going, that, you know, it's going to escape us. But trust and believe. Like the Most High has given me knowledge to see these things. Now I speak about these things. But it's going to get to a point where they're just going to be blatant with it. And they're going to do it. Like the store that I was talking to you on, that was in Chicago on the west side, they shut that thing down overnight. And they said they had it was their, they said it was their business that they do it. But that store, it was a Spanish store. They said they can do what they wanted to do. So all the political people got together, started talking about, hey, how can we fix this problem? That's what they did. But they shut that thing down overnight. Brought in the trucks, what didn't sell, put it on the truck. Put it on the truck. Ship it on. Put it on the truck. Boom, haul it on out. And that's what they did. That store was cleaned out overnight. In Israel, you know who you are. You know exactly who they are fighting against. All right, yeah, they may be fighting over across seas and everything. They may be doing it. But they're still going to fight you. They still want to fight you. Now, if you think that you're not an issue, you are an issue. You are an issue. And I don't care what religion claim they know and thing, all that. They want to get up there and hoop, holler, yell, and scream and everything and talk about one scripture. In the book of Revelation, the Most High spoke about those, and not just in the book of Revelation. Other books spoke about these false shepherds. That is a very dangerous position to have. And if the Most High got to embarrass you as a so-called pastor, preacher, whatever in religion, he will call out all of your dirt to try to save you. If you got to be humiliated, so be it. But you got your soul. The Most High going to do it. But the devil, he's counteracting any and everything that the Most High put out. That's what he's doing. The Most High put in place man and woman. The devil comes out and say, hey, you can just love who you love. In the world, because this is his system, they tap dance to it. Who was that? Who was that brother? Was it Brother Earl or Brother Robert that was talking about Israelis? They're still holding on to the name, not understanding they're digging a very deep grave. You're holding on to a name that belongs to a holy people. And Yahushua said what? He's going to make them a synagogue of Satan. Brothers, they already got the synagogue up. They rolling it. When Yahushua said he's going to make them a synagogue of Satan, it's here. It's alive and it's kicking. According to Yah 7, you are so right. Hold on. There's my, all right. That's what we need to be looking at. Canning. All of it, brothers. You brothers, sisters. We see what's on the horizon. We only see because the Most High woke us up and told us. When you start feeling a certain way, brothers and sisters, let's understand this. The Most High is talking to you. See, this is the beauty. Now, we have the scriptures. We have the scriptures. The Most High already said what he's going to do with his people. You could be dreaming dreams, having dreams, and all that. He said this. That's communications, brothers. If you don't understand the dream, pray to the Most High. Ask him to give you an understanding to show you. He's going to show you. Because when you have a dream and you don't understand the dream, but you praying to the Most High, all you doing is falling back on the Most High, which he always wanted Israel to do. Don't just take things and thinking you will have an understanding upon your own powers. Reach back to the one who gave, reach out to the one who gave you the dream. That's showing reliance. Because our forefathers, they didn't do that. Some of those prophets, they was wicked or claiming to be a prophet. And they saying the Most High said this, the Most High said, I ain't said nothing. I haven't said nothing. They came on that giving you a false impression that I said something. I ain't said nothing. And he said, I'm going to fall back. I'm going to judge them. But this is, hey, according to y'all 7, that's what we supposed to do. The days are getting darker. When the days are getting darker, we don't get dark. When the days of Satan's system gets darker and darker, somebody gonna have a light and the world is going to see it. That's what's happening. A great tribulation. Brothers, I did a song, my jubilation will be your great tribulation. We're right there at that point. I'm gonna play it before I close out. This is what's happening. There's a jubilation that we're going to have, and the Most High is going to have, while the world will be facing a great tribulation. Because, scripturally speaking, the Most High said Jacob will be saved out of it. We gonna be in it. We're going to be in it. And that tribulation is a necessity for that rude awakening. It's a necessity. So now we start to understand, and especially with this unfortunate incident with Brother Nolan, we're starting to see, separate yourselves. Oh, that scripture, brothers and sisters, that scripture is screaming at us. Because he was not the only one. There was another young brother, spent the night over his friend's house. Friend shot him 11 times in the back. You had brothers married to some Gentiles. There was one particular one I knew of, this lady here. She claimed she had an inner and outer body incident. She killed her husband. He was black. She has not spent not 1 hour in jail. We ain't gonna talk about days. But she said she had an inner and outer experience, outer body experience. Be a Negro and then go talk about you had an outer body experience and you killed your white wife. They throwing the rope over the tree. This is what's happening. And I'm seeing these videos of our people, whether it's a male or female, talk about why they don't date in their race. Those are the ones who's getting hemmed up, brothers. One sister got on there and she said this and said that. Nice looking sister. Had a boyfriend right there standing on, on the side and everything. He was the same one who cut up her body. Come on now. He was the same one who cut up her body. And this is just my warning to you brothers and sisters out there that think you can have that flip mind about your own brothers and sisters. Judgment comes upon you a whole lot faster. When you think you laying there snug and warm, that person is... the devil comes in. The devil knows his own. The devil knows his own. And he can activate that person anytime he feels. So, sisters, brothers, If you're in a situation like that, you need to bite your tongue. Don't sit here and speak ill about your brothers and sisters, because you will find judgment upon yourself. That's what you will find. You can sit there and talk about sisters until you blue in the face. You still go walk upon the judgment seat of the Most High. You may have had a bad experience. All right, granted, man, bump it. We all had some bad experience, male and female. We all had it. When you understand why you had these bad experiences with your own brothers and sisters, and you talking about from a scriptural standpoint, oh, now you have knowledge. And what do you do with knowledge? You apply it. Because 9 times out of 10, you probably was not equally yoked. But there's a sister out there who's absolutely yokeable to you. And that's that same, like brother, the same way. Because you had a bad experience with a brother, or you had a bad experience with a sister. Man, please. You know, sit down on the bench. We all had that experience. When you got a desire not to give up on your brothers and sisters, brothers, that speaks volume and it holds weight, because you have a system that loves to hear that type of speech coming from one of us, brothers or sisters, and speaking about his own brothers, about his own people. They love it. The devil loves to hear. When the devil hears it, oh yeah. And then he shows out. He activates his people to do damage on Yah's people. Yeah, that brother, let me hang on that brother. That man cut that girl body up, man. Had her all over the place. The Most High has given us, brothers, discernment. And he expects us to use it. Now, don't get me wrong. Nobody don't like this. We get upset when we see injustice. We do. We get upset. Once I get upset, so brother, you think you could just go, and that you could be a JC, throw up 2 fingers? I come in peace. Okay, yeah. Well, you recognize wrong, brothers. You recognize wrong. Who was that? I forgot. One of you brothers and sisters in the comments said that oh, Sister Melody. Common sense. They're not being reasonable, brothers. They're not even trying to entertain reasonableness. They want Israel back in position where their position of slavery. That's what they want. They can have all, and I don't care who they can get out here. Any type of person, they call themselves highly educated. Talking about Black people was better off here than now and things of that nature. Man, you can kick rocks with that nonsense. They can kick it. Because the day is going to come. The day is going to come where it's going to get to a point, at least this country, they're going to miss these Negroes. The moment this rude awakening or the Great Tribulation is really, it's like a locomotive. I'm going to say, let me just go back and do it this way. I'm talking about an old one where they had to build up steam and they had to build up speed. But it keeps on going. Till eventually it gets to a speed. I mean, ain't no such thing as stopping it. No. You got to start, you got to start stopping miles away before you get up on it. That's that locomotive. That's that great tribulation. The Most High said, if he did not cut short those days, no flesh, that's including Israel, will survive. That right there, brothers, should let you know the gravity of the judgment of this world. That's how serious it's going to be. It is not going to be for what it is. This is where we are at. Sister Melody, you say, yes, Brother Mike. It's like they're getting more. Oh, Sister Melody, the blatancy, the arrogance, it is ridiculous. I mean, yeah, egregious, nefarious, heinous. Oh, sister, you. I mean, you done put it all in a bowl, sister. All you got to do is mix it up. According to Yah 7, you're right. The great tribulation, the Most High, no flesh will survive. No flesh will be saved. But on account of his chosen ones, that's us, brothers. That's us. While we are in captivity, and truthfully, it would appear to me, scripturally speaking, that the next major biblical prophecy to be fulfilled is a greater exodus. That's the one that's going to have people teeth grinding together. That's that one. You too, Brother Robin. You be safe out there, brother. Because I was about to close. I'm about to get ready to get out of here too. That's that one. They got that hatred against Israel. But at the same time, they know that Israel maneuvers money, but they still maintain the hate. So now, when we're gone, we're gone, not only are they going to understand the severity of it. Now, let's understand this now. You talking about what some brothers have thought about, some sisters has thought about. It's going to be a reality. And let's just fall back on this here. Where all Black people are gone. The world, or let's just, the nation, has always had this hatred against us. Notice how I said, okay, you got this hatred. We're going to take this hatred away. We can nip this hatred in the bud. That's what we can do right now. And that's what the Most High is going to do. All right, we'll take the hatred away. It ain't like the hatred gone. But if you want to fool yourselves to believing that these people are doing something to you, because that's what it all boils down to. They think if somebody's doing something to somebody, they're doing something to a system. This is what they're thinking. Hey, I will. Oh, let me see, brother. How can I do this? You know, brother, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to figure this out, brother Robert. I'm going to figure it out because I got brother Yah Saint and I have another sister and things, and as well as Sister Monica. But I'll let you know, though. Remember the girl Ashley, I think it was her name. Went to Tanzania. Oh, yeah. There you go. There go another one, Sister Melody. That's another one. That's another one. Brothers, I mean, it seems with this awakening, the Most High is not even trying to entertain that type of speech. He's not even trying to endorse it. The world can push it out there. The world can push it out there. Oh, we are all the same people. We all God's people. And the Most High is showing, no, we're not. My people, whether they know it or not, if they speak ill about their brothers and sisters, they get hemmed up. Shalom, shalom, brother Kenneth. I'm glad you came in, brother. You speak about your people, you find yourself getting into a situation that is unbelievable. One sister, and it would appear that her boyfriend or husband is a lot older than she is. She gets on YouTube talking about how brothers be upset because she thinks she's talking about, you know, her big hips and all that, but she got a white man. I'm like, Negro, you talk like you're the only one on this planet. I mean, faces all on the camera with her and her boyfriend or whatever. I'm like, dude, are you for real? But like I said, brothers, from what I have been seeing lately, people that gets on there and they start talking about their own brothers and sisters and having an opposing person, what the scriptures clearly states, this person have a hatred of you. And then it's like you calling the Most High out, and then the devil shows up, activate his people, because he has all authority to do it. And he activate them. You think you laying all next and cozy next to him, all, you know, condor, whatever, and you find yourself, you've been cut up. You bleeding out. Brothers, if you want to talk about a time to separate yourself, this is that time. I'm not going to sit up and say be disrespectful and all that stuff. We still move about cordial and things of that nature. We do. Because when it's all over said and done, brothers, the Most High is going to give out that word. Come home. There's going to be nothing that's going to stop that. I don't care if you have family members talking, I ain't going nowhere. Yeah. I mean, you just look at that and you keep it moving. Yeah, you talking about what you ain't gonna do. They gonna get up and they gonna get up out of here. And now they keep on pushing the Most High. You right, you ain't going nowhere. Go lay them down when they ain't getting back up. Their privilege of breathing will be revoked. You know what, sister? and I say this with this awakening, we're starting to see that more and more and more. And it's whatever. This sister, she was married to a Gentile, and that dude went in. I mean, good night, brothers. It would seem like he was having an episode, but in the video, he stood over her. He shot her, and he had on the ground, and she was moaning. She was moaning. He shot her. But then he came back with a shotgun and shot her again. But he was in court pleading insanity. He was pleading insanity. Well, to a degree, he was right. But he was activated too. He was activated. Just like that brother was the sister Sandra was in Springfield. When that police officer knocked on her door, brothers from the get-go, when I seen the video, I knew he was about to do something dirty. You could see the spirit that he was carrying. And it was a strong one. He was looking for blood, and he got it. He got it. He got it. Sarah, Bland. There you go, Brother Dave. That's it. Come on now. He got it. He did exactly what he was activated to do. Now, you can sit there and think that, and they can speak these words they speak as if they're calmly people. Oh, please. Brothers and sisters, you think I'm joking? Go to Africa. Go to Africa. If you want to talk about a disrespect and a front all at the same time, go to Africa. Go to Africa. That's when the Most High says separate yourself, brothers. If you want, brothers, this is the time where these scriptures are just slapping us in the face. They're just slapping us in the face. It's like you woke and you still sleep. I still see brothers on some of these shows talking about, you know what? I fall in love with people who fall in love with me. Let me tell you something. You can go for that dumb thinking if you want to. The devil knows how to appear as an angel of light. This is more than just falling in love. This is about abiding by the Spirit. This is what we are at. If you are abiding by the Spirit, trust and believe, you're going to appeal to the Spirit. And I'm talking about a brother or sister, period, off the top. Because this is what you decided. This is what you chose your will to be. You gave your will over to the Spirit. Granted, you sisters, Sonia Macy, yeah. Brothers, brothers and sisters, we go down the line on that. What was this? I forgot this sister. She commented on one of the songs I did, and she sent me a message. And she told me she is the I forgot what she said she created, but I've been seeing it. I've been looking at some of her videos. But she said she wanted to work together on some music for her video. I said, okay, well, reach out to me, and we'll see what we can put together. Brothers and sisters, in this time of the end, this is a time of encouragement, period. We do not get all hyped up about who people say we are not. We know the scripture says the most important thing is what the Spirit has told you. AI can't do nothing. AI can't even mess with that. Because that's a communication that is absolutely personal, period. Let's call it a spiritual, personal communication that we, Israel, have with the Most High. He warns his people. He let his people see things, what they're talking about, what they're trying to do or going to do. AI is going to say what its owner want it to say when it's all over said and done. To eventually, they're gonna put so much faith in a system. They're going to put faith in a system. And brothers and sisters, the sad thing about it, they already know it. They're putting faith in a system that's going to turn on them. They make the movies. The movies are telling them, this is what we're going to do. Terminator, brothers, we thought it was entertainment. Terminator, oh, shucks, wait a minute now. You mean to tell me this is what these people got them? This is what they're doing. Iron Eagle. This is what they're doing. iRobot. We talking about, brothers. What are we looking at? Well, let me just. What are we looking at? We're looking at least 20 years ago. iRobot, isn't that about like 20 years old? But I'm talking about the AI side of it, though. See, AI was not out 20 years ago, or at least wasn't this as bold as it is now. This is what we are at, brothers. They're already putting their demise in motion pictures. That's what they're doing. They're showing the robots getting around. Well, now they're showing the little robot dogs. But now, let's not get it twisted or misunderstood. They got the military type ones too now that shoot out bullets. Now, Atlanta, brothers, do you not see who they are trying to hem up at its worst? Understand this. This conflict concerns each and every last one of us. The cameras they got in Atlanta, brothers, yeah, I know exactly what those cameras can do. I installed them. You're thinking, this is just me. I'm running my own company. These companies call me. Hey, we need some cameras installed, so and so. Brothers, let me tell you something. They got these cameras. They got they have 4 heads in them. When I say 4 heads, I'm talking about 4 lenses that look in 4 different directions. But at the same time, they can blend the whole surround. I'm talking about a complete 390 degrees and see everything. Now let's understand this about these plate readers. Brothers, this is that get out of Babylon moment. Brothers, I tell you, I don't know. I'm just saying this. Those brothers and sisters that's out there in Arizona in the desert, that's looking like paradise. That's looking more and more like a paradise. And Brother Dave know exactly what I'm talking about. The system is putting eyes everywhere. And I want to, but let's understand this. The Most High celestial chariot is described as a flaming fires and all that, with eyes all over around it. The devil is trying his best to put himself in a position like the Most High. But this stuff is demonic. It is absolutely demonic. They even got there you go, Sister Melody, flock cameras. Yes. I did those cameras for all types of company. Matter of fact, I did one for, they call it Earth Cam. These cameras are earth-wide. You can go in there and you say you want to see Africa or Nigeria. Bam. We'll show you the camera. You hop into it. It'll give you in live time of what you're looking at. You think it's just there to entertain you? No, it's something more sinister. Brothers, and you know, this is just my encouragement. And we have, like I said, we have a lot of things working against us, but all is not lost. All is not lost. We have scriptures that are screaming at us, prophecies that are, I mean, brothers, you can't keep up with the prophecies. You can't. I mean, they didn't got so numerous to you like, wait a minute, hold on. this is happening, that's happening. Oh, in the book of Revelation, oh yeah, the book of Revelation has woke. It's woke. It is woke. 20,000 people gone. Now, the thing, brothers, that, I'm not saying that I'm looking for it. They already put it in the TVs, and the TV shows are talking about, what do they call them? Zombies. Scriptures talk about they're going to be looking for devil, but cannot find it. Brothers, they already put it in the TVs. They're going to be full of diseases, and you can't die. Oh, wait, hold on. And then we ain't even talking about, hey, once the system money is flopped out, ain't no more such thing as talking about going to the top of the building and jumping off 30 stories down, and you hitting the ground and you still living. Oh, you gonna be in some pain. I'm not being funny. I mean, but this is what they have for their system. That's what they're walking into. Ain't no such thing as talking about taking you and your kids and your wife and jumping off of the building and all of that velocity hitting that concrete and y'all still living. That's what I'm talking about, Sister Cynthia. This is what they got themselves into. This is what they're. So please, Sister Cynthia, if I'm going crazy, just tell me, and I'll fall back. But this is what they're looking at, and their preachers, their churches is not telling them these things. They lied so much that it's like it's impossible for them to tell them the truth. Whoo, brothers and sisters, if you let that stuff sink in, if you just let that sink in, and then you will understand why the Most High said, great tribulation. That's how deep this stuff goes. And then on top of a great tribulation, you're talking about a people that the world, when they felt that Babylon was out of pocket, they ran back to who? How do you Negroes deal with this here? How do you deal with that there? They can't do it. We go be gone. That's that great tribulation, brothers. They do not understand the severity of what's happening and what's brewing and what's getting stronger. They're not understanding that. They can sit up here and talk about all these diseases. Now, these people that call themselves owning these diseases, yeah. I don't care how deep they think they can go into the earth. They got it into their little bitty minds that this is what they can do because they have technology. They have technology. The Most High, brothers, maybe I'm overthinking this or something, but I'm just looking at what they have put out in TV series and movies and things, and then you line them up with scriptures. When was it 2008 when they had a recession and people that was having these low mortgages on their home, they spent $500,000 for a home and all that stuff, and that stuff belly flop. Yeah, there was a lot of people killing themselves. Truthfully, brothers, I want to say it this way. At that particular time, that was grace. That was grace. This time in which we're living in, and brother, it just appears to me The Great Tribulation is alive and kicking, and it's about to go deeper. Ain't no such thing as you think you will fall out or plant some lead somewhere and you still live from it. Your head will be hurting for a long time. Aspirin ain't gonna do nothing for that. Now, Brother Earl, I'm glad you said that, brother. Hold on, let me just do it. Let me post it. All these data centers, they're hoping in it. They're investing in it. That's that beast, truthfully, brothers, when it's all over said and done. That's that beast. Fear is not moving with Israel like it used to be. All the fear that was put in and around us, brothers, that had dissipated. Now we move with respect. We do. We move with respect. But when sister, according to Yah 7, activated, Torah, apocryphers, the Bible, all are activated. They cannot understand the severity. The world can't do it. The devil, he knows. The world do not understand the severity of it. They do not. It's just going to come to a time, and truthfully, brothers, when it's all over said and done, that judgment is going to come down. And it's not going to be nothing pretty. It's not. This is that time for us. We can continue to talk to our family members and things of that nature, brother. We keep on putting that or landing some seeds. The Most High is going to do the rest. He knows exactly who he's dealing with. We ain't changed. We have not changed. We Israel from thousands of years ago. We're still the same people. We just speak a different language. We speak a different language. And the thing about that different language, brothers, is this. This ain't our first rodeo. When Yahushua was on this earth and he had his disciples, he told them, hey, Holy Spirit will come upon you and all this. And it did. What did those disciples do? What happened in that upper chamber? Did not the scripture say they all started speaking in tongue? They started speaking a different language. What was the purpose of them speaking a different language? They was all Hebrews. So why are you speaking a different language? You Hebrew. And who was that? What group of people was that speaking in tongue? Those Yahudims. Where are these Yahudims at now? Brothers? Are we not located on the four corners of this earth globally? Come on now. This is absolutely real. And now we're at a point where a greater exodus and a taking, and I said taking, the Most High is going to take his people. A taking of his people back to his possession. When he's taking the people back to his possession, these people are going back to be refined, away from the devil, cleaned up. Now, the question is this. Once Israel is gathered, or Judah, is gathered, what of the world? What is it that's going to happen to the world? That great tribulation is not going to stop. It's not going to stop. No. At least that from my standpoint, it's not going to stop. Not that soon. They're going to get that discipline just like we got it. Only thing about it, they're going to get it a little bit worse. They're going to get it. What we seeing? Wait a minute. Hold on now, Sister Melody. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me read this. Hold on. I'm still reading this, Sister Melody. CERN. I know it's CERN. I'm going to say this, Sister Melody. Truthfully, I never would have thought in a million years that all of this technology, all of this type of technology, these are portals. Truthfully, it's mind-boggling. I kid you not. Now, the incident that happened a couple of years ago down there in Florida, but Yahushua said this: the days of Noah will combine. Well, it was the days of Noah and the days of Lot will combine in one generation. And here we are, the days of Noah. Some of everything. I mean, brother, it was so bad in the days of Noah. The Most High said he felt hurt to his heart. He felt hurt to his heart that he created man. That's a blow. That is a blow. That was a blow. Man has corrupted himself. They knew nature. They knew what Yah created. They got twisted and they got flipped with it. They reveled in it. What is man doing right as we speak to this day, brothers? Now, I would say, this is just me now, brothers. This is just me. The day I see a 10-foot man or woman walking around here, I know it's on and I know it's popping then. I know it's on and I know it is absolutely popping. You're right. I mean, artificial intelligence, truthfully, I mean, this is just me. When it comes to artificial, the word artificial, I think it's kind of elusive. I think that word is put there for a legitimate reason to make us feel a certain way about it, that it's okay. That's just me now, because I don't see nothing artificial about it. Now, if you want to talk about something demonic behind it, yeah, we can talk. We can talk. Now, don't get me wrong. I do see a system. I do see a system that has been downloaded information. I do see that. But I do see a high probability of how they can maneuver this stuff demonically. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I say this. Now, this is just one reason. I always seen this. But me and my son, years ago, we was watching Justice League. It's a cartoon. But something happened to the Justice League where there was 6 hours that they was unaccounted for, and they didn't even know where they was at. They didn't even, matter of fact, they didn't even know that they was gone. But there was this let me see, Warlock that was part of the Doom, what was that thing called? Some Doom. He was working with the bad guys. Anyway, he had a black cat and all that. He was part of the Wizard. What he did in this cartoon now, he took a spell, put it to a particular chip, computerized chip, and all they had to do was soak into the skin of those Justice League members, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, all of them. I'm talking about the major hitters. And he got that chip dissolved into their skin. And he was able to control them for 6 hours. And they caused some damage that they do not have knowledge of what they did. All right. Brothers, they have drugs. If you take it, and they got it where they can put it on your skin, and they say within 9 seconds it's inside of you, and you will feel the effects quick. Come on now. This is the system in which we live in. I know that, brother. I mean, I know the data centers. I worked in them. I worked in a lot of data centers. And you want to talk about cameras? Please. As soon as you turn, that camera is keeping up with you. That camera, man. Let me tell you something, brothers, sisters. That camera can tell you your height, your weight. Let's not get it twisted now. Let's not get it misunderstood. This is Satan's system. He wants to be like the Most High. He has to use a system to feel, I say feel, like the Most High. Like he got eyes everywhere. Come on now. This is what he wants. He wants eyes everywhere, everything that you're doing. Now, he already knows. These particular people, they won't be here. He still got to, for the ones that's having an issue, that's going to, and I say going to have an issue of abiding by the Most High or accepting this greater exodus, yeah, those are the ones that's going to, it's going to be kind of rough for them. It's going to be rough. Because they go feel, man, I'm in a good position. I got money. I got food to eat. Not even not knowing it's chemicals. But when the devil gets tired of them, what happens? Kick you to the side. What happened when the fallen ones were taking wives, as many as they chose? What happened with no wives? Because the wives, they did something that they didn't do. No wives, they aged. They got old. So when that one got, I'm going to have to use the word, used up, those fallen ones went and found them some new ones. That's what they did. What makes you think the devil changed? This is the days of Noah. We're living in the very demonic times. The thing about it is this: we woke. We have a power that he knows. We have a voice that got strength. And he knows about a determination. If you are people and all you are accustomed to was trouble all the time, you tend to learn strategies from your suffering. That's what we do. And the devil knows these things. You woke, he knows there's nothing he can possibly do to you. And if you maintain your faithfulness in the Most High, the only thing he can do is continue to cause trouble for you, because he knows that their fight is not about the flesh, it's about the spirit. It's the person who's whispering in the world's ear that you are fighting against. Because he is the one who's keeping that flesh activated. And he knows you have a strength, you have an authority from the Creator that he's trying to be like. He's trying to be like, and what the Most High say about Judah, you'll be like El. He's trying, come on. He wish he could be in your position. That's what he's wishing. What he wants, Israel, you got it. And this is the reason why you're so hated. The Most High gave a part of him to you. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, we are at that Esau moment when it's all over said and done. Because what? You have a free will to choose what you want to do. You understand what you got inside your veins? You can profane it if you want to. There's not a tear in this world that's going to bring it back once you let it go. Once Satan came up against the Most High, he stepped up to his flames. Oh, no. The Most High took his light away. It was just that quick. That light gone. You may have been looking pretty. You may have had a glow. But the moment you came up against the Most High, sucked it up away from you, you can't get it back. The devil can't get that light back. This is the reason why the scripture says he appears as an angel of light. He appears, can't get it back. And the only way he can appear is only to the flesh, to fool individuals. This is what he did. Yeah, I mean, brothers, the devil knows exactly what type of who we are deep down inside, outside of the flesh. He knows it. He used fear to keep us in it. He used things to occupy our time, working, take care of our families and things, dealing with different types of stresses. He knew exactly what he needed to do, because what he's trying to get, you already got. The Most High is telling you to wake up and then understand who you are. Trust in me. I'm going to guide you. This is what the Most High said. This is what Yahushua is saying to us. This is who we are. And the more we understand that, brothers, without cutting the Most High hands off. I mean, yeah, granted, brothers, we got brothers and sisters that are sick. Matter of fact, we just lost a sister, when did Amina die? A couple of days ago. And the sad thing about it, brothers, I was thinking about this sister. I know the sister. I was thinking about her, and I asked about Amina and things. He said, "No, I haven't heard anything about it." And about, brother, I kid you not, it's been about like a week and a half. While I was asking about her, she lives in Tanzania. Very good friends. Found out she was battling cancer. And she got discouraged. because she was trying to get, money to get her treatments for the cancer. And she got discouraged. And so she took her SIM card out of her phone because she didn't want to talk to nobody. She was, and I tell you, brothers, when I say that the devil will work on you, he don't care. He don't care how sick you are. If he got to discourage you to the point of you die, he's going to do it. And that's just what happened. And this is just me, brothers. So I was talking to Hidia. Said, have you heard anything from her? I said, I keep thinking about your sister. I said, I see her like sitting on the street, skin and bone, for somebody to come pick her up. Please. Brothers, Hidia called me back and she said, Mike, she died. And the person that she was living with kicked her out like 2 or 3 days before she died. Said they couldn't take care of her no longer. But this sister who lived in the neighborhood, seeing her just sitting out, lifted her up and brought her into her house and cared for her until she died. So what had happened, she noticed she had a cell phone. And so the sister took her SIM card out of her phone into her phone to see her contacts. And she called this other sister. But this sister knew Hidia, and she called Hidia. And that's when we found out that she had died. So they called the family and everything. And Hidia went out there to her, her and her sister, to this sister. And they groomed the sister up that died and fixed her up and everything, bought a casket, called her family. The mother didn't even know that she was sick. And her mother couldn't believe how skinny her daughter has gotten. She fainted. They had to take her to the hospital. The devil don't care nothing about y'all's people, brothers. Nothing. He cares nothing about y'all's people. Shalom, shalom, Sister Van P. Sister Melody. And I was just thinking about this, sister. When I was staying in Tanzania, she used to come around and all that stuff. We all talking and laughing and joking and all that stuff. And then, and somehow the Most High will put a person on your mind and things. I mean, just like Brother Yasin. I was just thinking about him earlier today. Now, but this particular sister, I was thinking about her about a week, and I called and I talked to Hidia, and I said, have you heard from her? So she said she's going to make some phone calls. She said her phone is unreachable. We didn't know that she took the SIM card out of her phone because she was discouraged. She was discouraged that nobody will help her. She talked to family members and things, and it's sad, brothers, and it's sad. It's really truthfully sad because the medical system there, brothers, don't get me wrong. For you to have insurance, an individual, you're talking about $200 a year. But man, majority of the brothers and sisters do not make nowhere close to no $200 a month. That's the system that's built against Yah's people. So Hidia, she left out. Her and her sister went and stayed with the sister while they got Armina's body together. They got her body together. When I bought some clothes for her and everything, put clothes on her. And she called me and saying they was taking up a donation to get a casket. So I sent some money. And I knew the sister, and I just couldn't, that my conscience would bother me if I didn't do it. I said, no, don't worry about it, And so they got a casket. Unfortunately, This is what happened. When she died, the doctor who's supposed to came out there to inject her so she wouldn't smell, he didn't make it. He didn't make it. And I don't know if you brothers and sisters ever smelled a decaying body. That's a smell you just cannot explain. I can't explain it. I mean, I dealt with that two times in my life. And you just cannot explain the smell. You cannot. But that's what was happening. So what Hydia did, went to the doctor, brought the doctor back. And that's how they gave her an injection and things where they was able to, let's just say preserve the body to kill the smell. And then once her mother and her kids came there, they proceeded with the funeral and with the burying of her remains. This is what Israel goes through, brothers. This is what we go through. Our plight in life may be a tad bit different. A tad bit. But when it comes to scriptures, trust and believe. Now you go revel in the scriptures. And we are. We are. As long as we are in captivity, we're going to be scrutinized by the devil. Some of us is going to experience some death defiance. Ooh, it's going to be like unbelievable. Period. We're just going to go through it. The Most High said he's going to care for his people. Death, it affects them. We think the Most High don't get affected. He does. And but this effecting of the Most High is getting a little bit deeper, a whole lot more deeper, because we passed the 400. The Most High said, "I'm going to judge these nations." But now, as the days goes on, the devil gets. It seems like he gets more anxious. He gets more defiant against Yah's people. This is the reason why you see brothers and sisters saying, hey, there's a strong possibility we're going to be out of here soon. Why? Because the Most High is letting his people know, hold on, I'm coming. I got to let these days pan on out. I have a day that you're going to be gone. It's not going to be late. It's going to be right on time. And then at the same time, he knows exactly how he's going to resurrect his people, your brothers, your sister, your mother, your father, that little baby boy, that little baby girl. The Most High knows exactly what's on your heart, what's on your mind. He knows it. He's seen all the hurt. He's seen it. This is what we got to contend with. Once he started to show his, he already showing his mighty hand, brothers. Because what? This judgment is going on. This judgment is going on. That heat wave. And brothers, we ain't even talking about, we ain't even mentioned an activation of his people. What they thought was, they called it cartoons. The Most High calls it reality. He's giving brothers and sisters You getting the power of speech to raise the dead? This is something they put in scary movies. This is the stuff they put in scary movies. Other stuff they called it Superman. They called it Wonder Woman. The Most High called it the gifts he put in his people. This are the last days of us being in captivity. And the world is finding itself in a very peculiar situation. They're not going to be able to deal with it. They're not going to be able to deal with it. This is that moment where the Most High said, if he did not cut short those days, no flesh would survive. That's the moment. Now, according to Yah 7, now, I was looking at the floods, and I was trying to figure out where those floods was at. Was that in New York? I mean, I don't know. I was wondering, was that in New York? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. New York, New Jersey. What's WV? Wyoming? No. That's WY. West Virginia. All right. That's what. All right. Hey, let me tell you something. West Virginia. That's what I thought. All right, but New York was one I was thinking. I said, I think that may be New York. But it's happening. These places are getting hit, brothers. And then, see, they're not showing the conversations at the so-called political people. They're not showing these conversations of all these things that's going on. That 20,000, that heat wave is taking those people out over there in Europe. They ain't talking about it. They want to, oh yeah, we over there doing land bombs and dropping bombs and everything. Like they bold, they bad. Hey, this is the thing we're doing. The Most High can bring judgment in so many different places, so many different times. It is unbelievable. This is what's happening. But it seems now, Sister Melody, this is just me. It seems like New York be flooding every year. It seems like they get hit with floods every single year. But they don't want to talk about all these things. They want to look at it as it's global warming. The Most High say, oh, it's me. Yeah, France is burnt. Somebody went out there and took France and laid it on a barbecue grill and then closed the lid. That's what they did. Now, from my understanding, they said they don't believe in AC over there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the heat is believing in them. You believe you will get cooked. It's a whole lot. And you're right, it's biblical. Now, Brother Earl, when I was in Philadelphia, the flash flood came across my phone, but whatever reason, I didn't see the flash flood. But I was like, man, But then eventually I got up out of there. That's Sister Melody, that's what I was saying, because it's like every year I'm seeing New York flood, but it seemed like they're trying to get complacent with it. It's like they don't want to ask the question, hey, why is this happening? And at the same time, this is just me, sister. This is just me. When you start to have a flooding of a state that's not accustomed, I mean, that's not used to being flooded, that's a telltale sign. Let me get up and get up out of here. And especially you living in a basement. Especially if you living in a basement. That's that telltale sign. No, it's time to go somewhere else. It's time to go to higher ground. And then at the same time, now, when all of this that's going on, brothers and sisters, you have a political movement to shut Black politicians out of the system. Now, let me ask this question. This is just a hypothetical question now, brothers and sisters. Is that the Most High who's bringing his people out of the political world? The movement that they're doing, is that the Most High? They can talk about Jim Crow all they want. But is this the Most High who's bringing his people away from the politics? That's just a question. Is he doing it this way? Hey, let me get my people out of here. Oh, hold on. I'm going to do it this way. Did I get it? No, I didn't. Hold on. There you go. The Rainbow Hijackers of New York City is getting its judgment. And I know you're going with that rainbow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, Sister Melody, we have an opportunity. We can speak to the Most High any time of the day. Let me tell you, I'm gonna just tell you this, sister. I was working in North Carolina, I believe. I was in the mountains, and I was working with this brother, and this other company called me for a position. But I was like, the brother was saying, Mike, we're about to get another contract. We're about to get a whole lot busier. And so I'm like, okay, because I've been knowing this brother for like 20 years. So, I still pray to the Most High. And I asked him, which way shall I go? Shall I take the position or shall I stay with this brother? Man, before the day was out, the Most High showed exactly what that brother was on. I was gone. When you ask the Most High, I'm saying this to you, Sister Melody, you ask him where he wants you to go, he tell you, you go. You gone. The Most High is not holding back on communications any longer. You ask him a question, he will give you an answer. Yeah, you may find yourself, I mean, just talking individually. You individuals, you may find yourself asking the Most High 2 or 3 times because you be like, over here. And then you be like, oh, and you may be looking at some things, you be like, I don't like that spot. You ask him again, he's saying the same spot. Yes, I'm getting the same spot. That's always on your mind. Then it hits you. Let me just get up and let me go. And once you get there, you can find you had a whole lot of blessings there. The Most High is not holding back from talking to his people. Those days are gone. Communications is open. You think the world is all into your business. The Most High is all into your prayers. He knows what's on your heart. When you're not having a conversation with him, he knows the stresses that is on your heart. He will come and talk to you. And you find yourself soaking up in tears because he came and talked to you. Because he knows what's on your heart and what's on your mind. This is the creator of our forefathers. This is the communications that the Most High has opened up that door. And brothers and sisters are opening and knocking down the doors full of tears. We know what we are in. We know exactly what we are in and what we're we're hoping to get out of. We know we can't do it ourselves. We know there are stipulations that the world called themselves making laws to stop our movement. They changed language to stop communications. Brought up borders brought in separation, brought in hatred, all of this against one people. To work against the Most High. And it's not going to hold. It's not. It's not going to hold, brothers. Yeah, he is and does. Always asking. Brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. This is I would say this is that moment where we need to be have that communications open, period. And it's a mindset, knowing that there is nothing that the Most High cannot do. It may appear to us to be impossible, but not so with the Most High. If the Most High want to confuse a nation, brothers, let me tell you something. If he wants to confuse a nation, he can do it. Start all in their minds. They can't even raise a pistol at you because they're so confused. They don't know what to do. That's what the Most High can do. You have them so discombobulated mentally. This is him. This is the Most High. They can sit up here and talk about Jim Crow until they blue in the face, brothers and sisters. They can say all these big and bad, bold things. The Most High can confuse them within brothers, we ain't even talking about seconds. This is the mentality that we need to be having when it comes to the Most High. He knows exactly what to do, how to do it, when to do it. You don't think that the Most High got those little, and I'm finna, you don't think that the Most High got those little kids on a judgment seat to kill Brother Nolan? You don't think he got them on a seat? A judgment seat? Brother, please, it's there. It is absolutely there. The judgment has already been passed. In their fleshly world, yeah, we're going to get off. We ain't got nothing to worry about. That's in their mind. And that's across the board. That's how they feel. This is that false sense of security that the devil has given them. But that 20,000 over there in Europe, I'm quite sure they're looking at something totally different. I know they're looking at something totally different. And they're feeling something totally different. I'm telling you now, do not, and let us not, continue to play the Most High's hand as a weak hand. And coming up with the assumption of what he won't do. Brothers, we can't say what the Most High won't do. If he has to save you from a mob of people, I don't care if it's a bowling ball that somebody rolled down the street to take those people, that bowling ball go do what it's going to. If it got to break ankles, so be it. If the Most High, brothers, please. We keep on maintaining his strength. Knowing who he is, brothers, the better off we're going to be. And especially if you are a brother or sister who's dealing with a sickness and you are believing deeply what the Most High said, the leaves are for the curing of the nation, and you believe that, touch a leaf and see what happened. Touch a leaf or herb and see what happens. See what the Most High show up. He ain't playing no more. These days are done, brothers. These days are done with. Him sitting off in the cut? No. He's face forward, center stage. That's who the Most High is. That's who he is. Unfortunately, when it comes to our sister who recently passed, yeah, the devil, he got into her. He got into her. She lost all hope. Instead of communicating, brothers, the Most High, he will speak to us. And he will use his own people to speak to you. But if you cut off their communications, brothers and sisters, and you willfully turn their communications off, it's going to flow the way it's going to flow. You go trust him, you go hold on to it, you go keep in communication with your brothers and sisters, because the Most High will use whomever. But if you cut off their communications now, brothers, you put yourself in a very dangerous position. Do not mock the Most High. Do not put him to the test. This is not the days that we need to be doing those things. I don't care what the preachers and everything are talking about. They can kick rocks. They got a judgment. They got a judgment on them. They don't turn themselves around, because trust and believe, the Most High is warning them too. He's warning them. The scribes and the Pharisees, they was warned about their track through life until they got to a point where the Most High said, you done went too far now. That light was, whatever light they had, I don't care if it was a dim light, it was gone. Yahushua told them, the light that you are enjoying, enjoy it to the full. Where you're going, there's no coming back from where you were going. They went from life to Gehenna, the second death. They spoke one time too many, and it got them hemmed up. Brothers and sisters, that's one thing we do not want to go down that road. Yeah, I heard brothers and sisters sit up here and say, oh, I don't believe in God. And so keep, the Most High is showing up to you, and people are saying this and saying that. And the Most High knows when the truth is hidden in your heart. Let's not get it misunderstood, brothers. He knows when truth is hidden in your heart. But if you choose to let that truth dissolve, yep, that light go move. Brother Earl, I'm about to get up out of here myself, man. Good night, man. I'm looking at 3 hours, and I ain't mean to do no 3 hours. I tell you, I talk too much. Good night. Oh, you know what? But I'm gonna do this, brothers and sisters, before I leave out. Hold on just for one moment. I'm gonna play this jubilation. Hold on just one moment before we close out.
Before the constellations announced the passing of time. Before kings engraved their names into dust. Before nations imagined their dominion everlasting. I am. I watched empires harvest violence while calling it civilization. I witnessed covenant mocked, justice auctioned, mercy ridiculed, truth exchanged for profitable lies, yet my long suffering restrained my wrath. Because judgment without warning has never proceeded from my throne. The heavens have now concluded their testimony. The earth has yielded every witness. The appointed hour has arrived today. My joy fills Zion today. My righteousness consumes rebellion. My jubilation will be your great tribulation. The architect fracture of your arrogance reached toward heaven. Your every stone was mortared with forgotten affliction. You legislated corruption, then celebrated yourselves as enlightened. You commercialized innocence, profited from despair, then declared prosperity your own achievement. You baptized deception, crowned blasphemy with applause, adorned abomination with applause, while calling righteousness an inconvenience to progress. Generation after generation, you imagined my patience had expired into indifference. You mistook restrained omnipotence for absent authority, while you fortified kingdoms. I fortified evidence, while you revised history. I preserve remembrance, while your scribes erased names from earth. I inscribed every deed before my throne. Now every concealed intention has become an open witness. Listen, creation recognizes my footsteps. Mountains surrender their confidence. The seas abandon their resistance. Even eternity stands in reverent expectation. For the judge has risen. Risen, 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 risen.
My jubilation
Will be
your great tribulation,
while Zion erupts with everlasting celebration. The kingdoms of rebellion collapse beneath my declaration. The captives rejoice, the faithful arise. The covenant blossoms before their eyes. What you constructed through rebellion crumbles beneath my breath. What my people endured in tears returns as songs that shall never know death.
my jubilation,
Will be
your great tribulation.
Behold, the sighing of generations has reached completion. The prayers whispered beneath chains now ascend as victorious anthems. The widow no longer counts her sorrows. The orphan no longer searches for consolation. The scattered inherit gathering. The weary inherit restoration. My covenant has awakened like dawn breaking through perpetual darkness. Every promise entrusted to Abraham refuses expiration. Every word spoken through my prophets returns crowned with fulfillment. Yet the proud who enthroned themselves above my statutes now discover that every throne fashioned by flesh possesses an appointed collapse. You pursue dominion without righteousness,
Influence,
without holiness,
power,
without reverence. Now
power answers.
only to me. Where shall rebellion flee when the heavens themselves proclaim my verdict?
Who shall negotiate?
When righteousness occupies the courtroom, who purchases another tomorrow? When eternity has already rendered sentence, the books require no revision. The witnesses require no persuasion. Justice requires only my voice.
My jubilation,
The will be
your great tribulation.
my redeemed sing without fear.
My covenant stands,
Forever here,
the proud descend.
their banners fall. My kingdom alone outlives them all. The tears of Zion become rivers of rejoicing. The conceit of kingdoms becomes remembrance and warning.
My jubilation, your great tribulation.
The heavens celebrate, the earth responds. The King has spoken. His righteousness reigns beyond all generations. I did not rejoice in your destruction,
I rejoice,
because righteousness was restored,
I rejoice,
because my covenant endured,
I rejoice.
because my people stood when the kingdoms of men could stand no more.
And then with that, brothers and sisters, be safe out here, brothers. I mean, as we living in this is a very dangerous captivity that we are in. Keep your head on the swivel, and keep on praying for your brothers and sisters. Keep on keep on and keep the Most High at a very high level of faith. Things that he won't do except for lie. He says he's going to protect his people. Put yourselves in that position, brothers and sisters. And on that note, you brothers and sisters, be safe out there. Like I said, continue to pray for your brothers and sisters. Until next time, shalom.